Hey everyone, this is Jane with Barlow Herbal, and I have a really fun tip for you today. This should be something that everybody can implement on how to stay organized, declutter your life so that you can become healthier. The cool concept of this is that when your life at home and at work, your environment and your life is organized and clutter-free, you can actually become more healthier. Your relationships get healthier, you can lose weight, you can sleep better, you can become healthier and happier just by being organized. In fact, there's studies that show that the visual cortex of your brain actually shuts down if there's too many things for your brain to look at and your eyesight. So that is really kind of a cool concept if you think about it. Our brains love organization and it makes us think about doing things differently. In fact, there's a cool study that was done in the Psychological Sciences Journal that took two groups of workers, and after just 10 minutes, they gave them an option for a snack. There were two groups. One was working in an organized, clutter-free environment, and the other group was working in a cluttery, messy environment, and for only 10 minutes. And when they had an option for snacks, after 10 minutes, the people in the organized environment were twice as likely to pick an apple over a candy bar. Those were the two options. So if you think about being in a really messy environment, sometimes we use a coping mechanism like to eat healthy. If you go into your kitchen and there's dirty dishes and there's food crumbs and there's, a week's worth of just mess and clutter, or even, if you keep all your bills stacked in your kitchen or you have books stacked everywhere in your kitchen, or it's just a cluttery environment, even if it's clean, it can still be cluttery. But even if you walk into a cluttered environment in your kitchen, especially, you're less likely to get out the food or even shop for the food that's going to make you a healthy meal. So we use it as a coping mechanism to grab something we can easily throw into the microwave or something unhealthy we can just open up and, eat that's quick, or even go out and get fast food because we just don't want to deal with a mess. So that's really kind of an interesting thing to think about. And if you are one of those people that can relate to what I'm saying, then this is an easy fix that you can actually make a really big difference in your health. Now, they also show that your relationships can become healthier when you're organized and clutter-free, because sometimes relationships can be stressful, and tension and chaos really go together. So if your environment is clutter-free, your relationships will usually be a lot easier. You can talk out differences better. And also another thing about relationships is when you live in a cluttered environment, sometimes it's even hard to have people that to have come over and visit you because you just don't want them to see the mess. And as human beings, we need each other. We need to be together, we need to eat together, we need to play together, we need to laugh and enjoy movies together. And when you are alone in a messy, uncluttered or cluttered up environment, you open yourself up not only for depression but for disease. We're not supposed to be alone. And then another cool thing about being organized that's good for your health is you're going to sleep better. Studies show that when you walk into your bedroom, and even just the act of seeing the bed made, so if you get up in the morning, you make your bed, and you come to bed at night, and your bed is all made, and I'm talking about too, not a bunch of clutter and stuff on the floor and stacks of clothes everywhere, and whatever, making your sleeping environment organized and clutter-free can help you get a good night's sleep because your brain works better in an organized environment. So I think this has kind of been a fun tip. I have been kind of a bit of a neat freak my whole life. I've gone through periods of time, especially when my kids were little, that I had my moments of messy and clutter. And but growing up, I grew up in such a big family that I never ever had my own room. So I always shared a bedroom with one of my sisters. So even though I got a lot of grief about it, they always liked sharing a room with me because I would always make my bed, and I would always sometimes make their bed too, and just keep all my clothes organized. And that's just been kind of one of the things that has tripped my trigger, is just staying organized. And I think it's had a big impact on eating healthy, reaching my goals, and just being a productive human being. So I hope this has been a fun tip for you. If you're an organized freak like I am, then kudos to you. And if you're working on it and it's something you want to change, check out the book called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. I read that book last year, And it really takes organizing your life and your stuff to a whole nother level. It was really, really kind of a fun read. So I hope you're having an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Let me know how you are an organizer or how you're working on it. And I hope you have a great week. We'll talk to you soon.